you are planning to start a career in cybersecurity and are wondering, should you either enroll in professional certifications or go for CS degrees, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to look at both these paths and analyze the different aspects like time, cost, the worthiness of credentials, job prospects, and many more factors, and finally make a recommendation on what is the most suitable option for you. I've been working in the tech industry for over 15 years now, and I've been part of interviewing and hiring dozens of candidates for many large tech companies. And having been on the other side of the interview table, I wanted to share my thoughts on, given your current situation, should you either go for a CS degree or go for professional cybersecurity certifications. So let's jump right in. Now, the very first factor which I want to analyze is that of time. Now, we all know that a CS degree, especially if you're talking about a bachelor's degree, it takes about 4 years to complete, whereas most of the certifications you can complete in 1 or maximum 2 years period of time. So of course there is an element of time saving, but I do not mind spending 4 years at college if everything I am being taught there is relevant to my career in cybersecurity. So for this, I wanted to do a little deep dive into the curriculum of a CS degree to see that what percentage of what is being taught there is actually relevant to the field of cybersecurity. And for this, I've taken an actual curriculum of a BScs degree from a reputed US university. And I've listed all the courses being taught there in the left column, and I've also color coded them based on the category of those courses. The next column here indicates what are the credit hours for each course. And this actually means that what are the number of hours you would be spending in the class for that course per week. And as you can see, pretty much everything here is 3 credit hours, which means that there will be 3 hours of lecture time per week for each of these courses. There are 120 courses in total, and it takes about 8 semesters, which is 4 years, to complete this degree. Now, coming to the next column, that I think is the number of actual hours you have to spend to complete that course. So there are 3 hours of lecture time per week per subject, and then you have to spend about equal time in assignment, quiz, and exam preparation. So there are 6 hours of actual time spent per week per course, and when you multiply it by 15, which is approximate the number of weeks you have to spend in a semester, turns out to be about 90 hours of your actual time which you have to spend on each course. And as you can see, in the 4 years total, you will be spending about 3,600 actual hours on studying all these different subjects. But what is most interesting is this next column, where I've tried to calculate that what is the relevance of the subject being taught to the field of cybersecurity. I've done it at a subject level, and when you look at the aggregated detail, you can see that the whole degree of 4 years is about 21% relevant to the field of cybersecurity. So of the 3,600 hours you would be spending studying this CS degree, only about 765 hours of study would actually help you to get a job and be successful of your career of cybersecurity. The next factor which we are going to look at is that of cost. College degree is pretty expensive in US and most other countries. In the US, the average cost per semester for the in-state student is about $9,000. And if you sum it up across 8 semesters, you're looking at about $54,000. Now, I'm not including the cost of interest, living, housing, books, etc. And when you compare it against the cost of obtaining certifications, most of the certifications are under $500. If you obtain about 4 to 5 of them, you're looking at about $2,000. So of course, there is this big difference. Now, I want to add a little disclaimer here that the cost of obtaining education is not that much in a lot of other countries, for example, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, where there is not that expensive to obtain degrees. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these numbers are mainly for the US. Third factor which I wanted to look at is very important, and that is the role of community and accountability, which plays a big role in your success. Now, of course, when you are enrolled in a CS degree and you are surrounded by like-minded people and teachers for the entire duration of your degree, you get that factor of social environment and factor of accountability. So it is very much present in computer science degrees, but not there if you are just studying on your own and obtaining certifications. So it is one of the drawbacks of obtaining certifications. The third factor is that of structured curriculum and learning paths. Pretty much both of them do very well in them. CS degree has a very well laid out, structured step-by-step path for you to follow. And also the certifications have a very well-defined curriculum which you have to follow. So both of them do pretty well on that. However, the structured path in the CS CS degree, as I said before, is only 1/4 relevant to the field of cybersecurity. Now, lastly, I wanted to look at the factors of worthiness of credentials. And this is a very important factor for you to actually land a job, especially in today's tough market. So for that, the ideal scenario would be that you have a CS degree and you also obtain the certifications. But of course, this takes time and is not possible for everyone. And when you look at both of these paths in isolation, a CS degree, especially if obtained from a good university, has a better credential worthiness as compared to the certifications path. However, the certifications path is also very well regarded, especially if you are doing the certifications which are at a higher level of complexity and difficulty. For example, CISSP and OSCP, which have an average salary of more than $100,000 per year. So now, as we have analyzed the different aspects of both these tracks, let's see what is the best option for you. So if you think that you are a very self-driven, self-motivated, and a very disciplined person, and you are tight on time and money, then you should definitely go for the certifications path. The main downside of the path of certifications is the absence of the element of social and accountability. So if you are a self-disciplined person, then you can definitely do it. And it would be much faster than going for the route of degree. Now, the other extreme is that of someone who does not think that they are very self-motivated and self-disciplined person, or they have a luxury of time and money, then they should definitely consider enrolling in a CS degree. And while they are at it, and if they have spare time, they should pursue some certifications on the side so that when they graduate, they not only have a degree, but also the certifications. Now, the happy medium between these two is also another option which you should explore, and that is of boot camps. A typical boot camp is about 4 to 6 months. It costs about $15,000, which is a lot of money, but it has the element of accountability and social environment, which can significantly increase your odds of success. However, if you want to go to the path of boot camps, please try to find something which offers a money-back guarantee if you do not find a job within 6 to 12 months of completing the boot camp. There are many boot camps which offer that. So when you're picking one, try to find someone which has very good reviews and a money-back guarantee. And if you are just going for boot camps for the factor of social environment and accountability, then ideally enroll in some boot camp which is in person, so that you could maximize your chances of social interaction with other peers and teachers there. So these were my 2 cents on what is a credible path for you based on your personality type and your personal circumstances. And if you are open to exploring other career tracks which are very lucrative in the current market, I've created a separate video on the topic. The link for that should be somewhere here, where I've explored other careers which are very well paid and are also experiencing a lot of growth in the recent years. Please check it out. I'm pretty sure you'll like this. Thank you so much for watching.